October 2nd, 1989, Seance teaching with Reverend James Tingley and John Lilek. Good evening.
Good evening, my dear friend. This is so much, and I'm so glad to be here.
God bless you.
And I am studying under the great restrictive love of Mabel this book.
God bless you.
And you are my subject.
Thank you.
And I am so glad that this is Sunday night. And I am preparing you for chemicalization.
Thank you.
And I am very glad children are no working today.
So am I. Thank you.
And wasn't there people so happy?
Yes. Yes.
Did you see the expression on that day?
Yes. Very much.
And she called the neighbors and she told them all about it.
She was proud.
Yes, she was, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that you Timothy has a very lovely mother
Yes, he does.
and a very lovely sister.
Yes. Very lovely. But kind.
And so we'll begin now by you relaxing. God bless you.
Good evening, my friend.
Good evening.
Let us enter in silence for meditation and understanding together through the fire of God
Through the fire of God
and through the power of God.
and through the power of
I
God,
command that all sinister forces
I command that all sinister forces
and all evil leave now and at once.
and all evil leave now and at once.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Let us enter now into our class for this evening. We will begin this evening with a series of very, very specialized, strong energy chemicalizations, my son.
Wonderful.
There will be, I hope, about 18 minutes,
Wonderful.
because it isn't as long, and we have to reduce the time for only one reason, that it will be a chemical energy that you receive into your solar plexus. Would you understand me?
Yes.
God bless you.
Thus, we speak of the solar plexus, but before I said that, I want to say God bless you for your very wonderful deed of kindness today.
Thank you, Brother.
And I know that you don't regret it.
Not at all.
I know that perhaps there are memories, but not those kind of memories. It is going to somewhere, a new vibration. Would you understand me?
Yes.
As your wonderful little guide says, this is a wonderful time for you to set aside each Sunday evening to raise a state of spiritual awareness. Spiritual awareness is when the mind of the individual reaches beyond the 5 physical senses. You upon the physical plane of life must know that there is an infinite amount of power beyond the physical plane. All your life, as I have looked through the Akashic records, I have found that your innermost soul has desired a greater reach of intelligence, and you have desired communication with the beyond even before you are exposed to it.
Yes.
It is very, very necessary for you to know and for me to teach you that in this series of wonderful training, that you will be tempted at times by those of the physical plane to become negative towards such subjects. I'll have it myself, son. But I'll teach you in this lesson tonight spiritual awareness. Will you repeat it? Spiritual awareness.
Spiritual awareness
Is always accompanied
is always accompanied
by negative vibrations
by negative vibrations
of the earth world,
of the earth world,
the earth energy forces,
the earth energy force,
commonly known as people.
commonly known as people.
People who don't understand
People who don't understand
the truth of the great spiritual being.
the truth of the great spiritual being.
So will it be.
So mote it be.
And knowing this, son, I had the same experiences while I was upon the earth plane. But I was a very stronger person. Would you understand?
Yes.
I had a noble and very loving mother who had been in the work for many, many years before. And that helps.
Yes, it does.
But being without that source of background, such you have, there's a lot of Catholicism in your background. Would you understand this?
Catholicism. Mixed.
You know what Catholicism is, don't you?
To be honest,
A lot of Catholics.
yes.
Would you understand me?
Yes, now I do.
Now, Catholic, now you've learned a new word tonight. The Catholics, well, whatever they believe in, is called Catholicism. All right, that's what it is, Catholicism. Say it for me.
Catholicism.
Learn good terminology.
Catholicism.
That's right. That is the Catholic belief. The spirit training and spirit communication is called spiritualism. And Catholic trainings of the catechisms and the various tenets of it is called Catholicism. Like Catholicism. Would you understand? Catholicism. God bless you. And so my mother didn't have that training. And so you will feel, and you will have from time to time, son, many, many, many experiences of people trying to down you. Overcome it yourself. I want you to develop the strong manpower of overcoming it yourself. Do you understand me?
Yes.
You have a will to believe.
Yes, I do.
You have a right to believe in your own concept of God.
That I have.
And every individual is an individual because he's different one from another. My lesson is deep tonight concerning your individual willpower. Will yourself, demand yourself to overcome all striking remarks against communication between the two worlds. In fact, the best will seem a little strange to you. The best way to overcome it is by just walking away from the scene of conversation. Would you understand me?
I understand.
Not indulging in a scene of conversation where there is bigotry and denial. Would you understand me?
Yes.
You can talk to some people endlessly with the greatest truth in your mind that the world would ever have, darling, and you will get nowhere. With a closed mind. So you will face many, many closed minds in your experience of life. Don't let this disturb you, honey. It is perhaps one of the greatest hardships in developing true mediumship. Now Jesus, the great teacher, while he was upon the physical plane, taught discipleship. Discipleship comes from the word disciplination. To discipline oneself to a higher rate of vibration. Oh, we're learning, aren't we, son?
Yes, we are.
And in learning this higher rate of vibration, one finds that as we go higher and higher into spiritual awareness, we're going to find the lower forces trying to put us back down. It's not going to be an easy road, darling. You're going to see that, there's many, many strange ways that people will try to pull you down. And strange experiences will happen to try to pull you down. Don't allow it to the best of your ability. Use that strength of God. And I'm going to give you a little passage that helped me a lot when I was upon the earth plane. I'm going to give you this. I always said, "Oh Lord, let me be the master of my own fate.
Wonderful.
Isn't that wonderful?
Very wonderful.
Oh Lord, let me be master of my own fate. Say it loud and clear, student.
O Lord, let me be the master of my faith.
No, master of my own fate. F-A-T-E.
Oh Lord, let me be the master of my own fate.
That's correct, honey. Isn't that a wonderful thought?
Wonderful.
And when you're master, isn't it true that you're in control?
Yes.
Never be a gullible man. You're going to run into some of these super colossal so-called mediums. Would you understand?
Yes, I understand.
What do you think I am intimating when I say super colossal would-be mediums?
They might have had a few sessions or many sessions, but it's more based on ego trips.
And they're really not developed.
That's true.
Don't pay too much attention. One doesn't have to be around somebody of that nature very long before you become aware of how little they know about the real subject.
They will grow.
Thus, isn't that true, dear?
So true.
And so, son, you will be able to use what the master teacher said when he walked across the physical planes. He said, I am able to separate the wheat from the chaff. Isn't that good?
Yes.
You will be able to separate the wheat from the chaff. There's a lesson within that itself, isn't it, honey?
Yes, that is.
Be able to sort out the good kernels of wheat, or the little, what do you call them, germs of wheat?
Germs of wheat from the undeveloped.
From the undeveloped and the culls and the no accounts, or the chaff.
Yes.
The chaff means the unusable. Oh, it might be used for some kind of a byproduct, but it wouldn't last, would you understand?
I understand.
But I want to say, just walk away from public denial and public criticism and say, oh Lord, let me be master of my own fate.
Oh Lord, let me be master of my own fate.
And keeping that in mind, we will diligently go on and develop this wonderful physical and mental mediumship that you're in here for this Sunday evening. I've taught you the law of concentration briefly, isn't that right?
Yes.
You remember what you learned last Sunday?
Was that something like forget the past, live anew?
For remember, soul growth
is the thing for you.
is the thing for you. Well done, my good and faithful servant.
Thank you, Mother Greta.
Very good. I see a high progression for you. And I want you to know that we're going to help you about something that nobody knows except yourself. Is this little temperament thing.
Yes.
You have quite a lot of temperament that's got to be toned down, honey.
Yes.
And I shall assure you, first and last of all, that your band of angels and your spirit guides, inclusive of myself, are going to stand right beside you and help you do it.
Wonderful.
Yes. When you get in these mood swings, as we call them, and as you call them, when you get in this temperamental zone, remember that it's a natural thing because you're up on the earth plane. But have control over it. Count to 10, like the old Indian said. And then you will see it diminish, and the adrenaline will not flow so high as to affect you or to deter you from the pathway of progression.
I understand. And I must practice that. I have
Now
not.
think for a moment with me. To leave this wonderful truth that you have found so recently. To leave all these good people that you have recently become acquainted with. Would be a loss, wouldn't it?
A total loss.
Yes. To return to the old scenes, the old toil, and the old things of life would have to be readoption, wouldn't it?
Yes.
You don't want that, darling.
By no means.
And so I'm going to help you go on.
Thank you.
Reverend Ann Hart is a very wonderful person, and she's going to get trumpet mediumship.
Wonderful.
Isn't that wonderful?
Very wonderful.
But she needs your moral help.
Yes.
I want you to respect her to the hilt.
Yes.
You do, don't you?
Very much.
She's very deserving,
Yes, she is. The truth.
and I want you to respect her to the very hilt,
Yes.
because she's a good angel of earth.
Yes.
She wants only the best for you, and she wants you to be good. She has her trials and tribulations too. We're going to help her. She may not know it, but we're going to help her. So at this time, standing behind you, they're not talking to you like I'm talking to you, is your doctor and your teacher.
God bless you.
Here you're in there.
Yeah, he took a bird, took a
God bless you.
some praise. Doctor,
God bless you.
yeah,
That's John.
yes,
North.
North Wind speak,
God bless you.
North Wind say, chemicalization going on now.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
You have power.
Thank you.
You have power to come into room. There's a younger man over there sleeping trance.
Yes.
He good man.
Very good man. Very good
He
man.
good friend.
Good friend of mine, Northwood. Very good friend. Best friend.
He good person.
Very good.
He spiritual person.
Yes.
He mean more to you than all that too.
That's right. Very good.
Me. Help him too.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Northwood.
Northwind come to stand beside you
Thank you.
to help you plant many seeds of kindness in pathway of humankind.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Be brave, my son.
Yes.
Overcome temptations of earth plane. Great reward come to you.
Wonderful.
Walk beside noble friend of yours with kindness and truth.
Yes.
No falsify. You know what falsify means?
Yes. Yes. Not true. Not true. Change.
You honest man.
Thank
You want honesty to be brought to you,
you. Yes.
When you walk beside noble friends, be honest. You are, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Me see. He honest with you.
Yes. Yes, he is.
He good with you.
Yes. Very good.
We say he make bridge between two worlds.
Yes. It's so well. So well.
We help you open chakras
Thank you.
so you may like him too.
Yes.
We like to have you similar to teacher.
Thank you. That is wonderful.
you'll be able to do along with him many good things.
That's wonderful. Truly wonderful.
When his time comes to join greater caravan, you carry on.
But that won't be for a long while.
No.
Good.
He got many good years ahead.
Wonderful.
We have to,
Yes,
because we have many moons yet to come.
that's right.
Many moons ahead for you.
Thank you.
Wonderful lesson tonight.
Wonderful, Northwind. Wonderful.
I bring lesson in my speech, I pray.
Yes.
I pray to great Father. Father who brings sun into orbit. Bring moon into sky.
That was a wonderful prayer. Wonderful prayer.
In the unseen. All things thrive upon nature of goodness. Nature of goodness sometimes comes slower than man wants. But wait upon the great one. He bring it in time for survival. In time of most need. You hear lesson?
Yes, and I understand. When that time comes.
Walk in spirit of faith, my son. Me teach you faith.
Yes. Yes, you teach me faith, Northwind.
Faith, great spirit of motivation. It motivates the spirit of man, you, to be bigger skinned than hide itself. Moccasins may fit many feet, but many feet may not fit moccasins.
That's true. That's true.
In the end, bring peace to you this evening. You hear power?
Yes, wonderful power, Northwind.
In the unseen, we bring cross arrows to you. In the unseen, you feel that the physical power in room?
Yes. Much power in this room.
In the unseen. All during time we talk chemicalization going on. But did you know?
Yes.
Dr. Taylor over here, he master of Seance.
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes.
Say, God bless you.
Thank you.
Me hope me brought wisdom words tonight.
Wise words indeed, Northwind. Thank
Me
you.
help.
Thank you.
Isn't that a wonderful lesson?
Very wonderful, Mother.
And the intonation of his voice should be remembered. You're taking this, I hope.
Yes.
And don't play these back
To
to
anyone.
anybody else but your own private library.
Yes.
Bless you, son. I talked to you about just not getting involved in the lesser intelligence in those who don't believe in those who are not advanced. For a while you're under special tutorage at this time, and I will give you the peace sign when you can spread the word a little farther. Isn't that fair?
Yes. Yes.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother.
Oh, during this silence, the mighty energy is going to your very being. Accepted in the name of the Lord God Almighty. Reach over, touch the medium. I do. I touched him.
Wonderful.
Blessed him with spirit. Remove all forces of harm from him. Give him wisdom and courage, as the Indian would say. You should be proud to walk with him.
Yes. Yes, I am.
God bless you.
And thank you. Thank you, Mother Greta. Wonderful.
You had a good time today.
I had a wonderful time.
Oh, very wonderful. And I noticed another thing as you were driving along, you saw those country scenes on the way over.
Yes,
You enjoyed the country and the woods.
yes.
Did you see them?
Most parts, yes. The scenery, the hills, the trees, the changing of the colors. Autumn this year, the yellows, the greens, I mean the reds.
Yes, and you can see how old Mother Nature has filled the trees and the roots and tap roots with chlorophyll and sap. How there's going to be another moon and there's going to be another spring.
Yes,
Another chance for life.
yes.
Moves on evolutionarily speaking, with no thought of stopping. I will give you help in your sermonette that's going to come up. This is the message.
Wonderful.
I told you I would.
Yes. Yes, you did.
And so, when it's convenient, have the medium come down. You've already told him the message, haven't you?
The message as far as, well, I didn't tell him about the sermonette because you didn't want me mentioning to him about it, but I must mention to him that I must have it sitting.
That's right. Sometime this week.
Would it be preferable in the day or the evening?
In the evening.
Evening. I understand.
God bless you.
God bless you. And thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Wonderful.
This is a lesson, not a conversational night, would you understand?
I understand.
We're giving you chemicalizations along with the lesson.
Yes.
Doctor preferred 18 minutes. It's far exceeded that right now.
I understand.
So I'll see you folks a little later on.
Wonderful.
You've received a wonderful lesson tonight, haven't you?
Yes. Yes, I have. And I can review it over and over. That's wonderful.
And I close it with a benediction that, O Lord, let me be master of my own fate. Let me be and become. Let me be conscious and aware of seedings unlimited. Possibilities that will materialize into reality. Growth each day. One step at a time, but always forward, right?
Right.
And let not life's low descending sun prove forth no worthy action done. Isn't that true?
So true.
And so I want to say good evening to you. God bless you. Bless you from the spirit world. I close the meditation that Dr. Taylor opened.
I closed the meditation. I opened it and I closed it. Good evening, my son.
Good evening, Dr. Taylor.
First of all and last of all, Dr. Taylor, may I have one word with you?
Yes, you may.
Is there any questions you have to ask that I want to work on? Here's the time to ask it.
Yes, as far as it goes, we discussed already with the meetings. As far as the voice, that would be with Dr. Graham. As far as asking Reverend Tingley, all these sessions, what would be the best time to have these settings for my, like with Sister Cecilia, Dr. Graham?
That's their life story.
Yes.
And I would say perhaps on Fridays.
Fridays?
Yes,
In the late evening?
in the late evenings.
I understand.
All right, now.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
God bless you. there any other material questions you'd like to ask?
Yes, concerning, well, I don't know how to ask it, but I'll just ask it.
Ask it boldly and straightly.
Concerning Irene Tingley, is there a chance that we could get or I should say, we pray for a divine healing be sent to her with this diabetes? She's up and down. She's not taking her medicine. Many times, Jim is really worried. He's getting these impressions she has a month or a little over a month to live, and I think that's really worrying.
I'm going to help him, son.
Thank you.
Thank you for putting it over the ether.
And also, Reverend Ann Hart. We were both very worried about her daughter Meredith. She wasn't even around supposedly this weekend. She's very down.
Yes, she's very down. And I will tell you something else.
Like
If you find her a little flighty or a little indifferent, don't pay any attention to her. Would you understand?
I love her for whoever she is.
You understand? If you find her up in the air or a little flighty or a little cross once in a while, that's just the human nature that I'll help her with. Will you do that for me?
Wonderful. I will.
Just overlook it.
Yes.
Thank you. Is there any other material question?
As far as that, I know I don't have questions. I'm overwhelmed right now. As far as I'm sorry. I don't have all these. I had all these thoughts during the week, and when it comes down to the settings here, I'm overwhelmed.
God bless you.
I will have questions.
God bless you.
God bless you.
And I'm gonna close now. And I count to 13.
Thank you, O Lord, for this divine communication, the chemicalizations, and this wonderful, wonderful teaching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hello, Jim. Hello, Jim.
Hello.
This is John. John. Jim, you're in the seance room.
Oh, John.
John's right in the seance room with you. Jim? Jim?
Hey, John.
Hello, Jim.
Hello, John.
You know where you're at?
Where are you, John?
I'm in the seance room. Where are you at, Jim? Jim?
I'm good, John. I'm going out. Yes. I am.
Yeah, you know where you're at?
John?
Yeah, this is John.
Yeah, I'm here.
Jim, you're in the seance room.
Yes. You have your glass?
Yes. Wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh, should I find my here it is.
Oh, you know, is it okay to turn the light on?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go back to the door. And I'll turn the light on.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
Drowsy.
Oh, yes.
That's all I said.
Here, do you have a light?
I'm in.
Oh, okay.
Have a good class.
Very good.